Hey guys, Everything Apple Pro here, and today I'm going to be doing a comparison of iOS 8.2 to the newly released iOS 8.3. So quite a bit has changed. Not only is it faster, it's a little bit more fluid just by using it a little bit. I can already see that the animations, the fluidity, it's a little bit better than iOS 8.2. And in this video, I want to put that to the test. Just how much of a difference does iOS 8.3 make to iOS 8.2? Now, feature-wise, it's full of them. There are so much improvements to Siri, to Safari, to the emojis. If you guys want to see the full review of iOS 8.3, what's new in it, you can click right there or down below in the description. I will have a link. But iOS 8.3 seems to have quite a bit inside of it. But how is it improved in terms of speed? Let's go ahead and put that to the test on these iPhone 5s. These are both CDMA models and they are freshly restored on their respected firmwares, 8.2 and 8.3. All right, so on the left here, I have my iOS 8.2 device. On the right, my iOS 8.3 device. Just to confirm, I'm going to show you inside of settings. There you go. So 8.2 and 8.3, both freshly restored, just have two of the same applications on them. And I'm going to go ahead and start off with the first test, the startup shutdown test. And I got to say, iOS 8.3 feels like it's faster, especially on older devices. But on my iPhone 6, I don't really notice that much of a difference. I just really hope I'm not experiencing a placebo because to me, it feels like it's faster. Anyways, first test, startup shutdown. Let's go ahead and turn these guys off. All right, and starting up in 3, 2, 1. So even though I pressed them at the same time, looks like iOS 8.3 experiences a little bit of a delay from when you press the power button to when it turns on. And I've tried that many times, every single time, same result. Now, as long as iOS 8.3 boots at the same time as 8.2, I'd be happy. I mean, there's a bunch of new features on it, so I don't expect it to get faster with all of the new stuff on it, but let's go ahead and see how they compare. Looks like iOS 8.2 was the very first one, and iOS 8.3 actually a few seconds later, about 5 seconds delay there. Not boding very well for 8.3. And before we continue, I actually wanted to share one thing with you guys. So I took a screenshot of my device before updating, and I had 51.5 gigabytes. Now, after updating to 8.3 without uninstalling or removing anything, I had 51.8. So the optimization of the OS has actually gotten a little bit better. It takes up a little bit less memory on 8.3, which I'm really happy about. I just want to see if that translates into speed at all. All right, so let's go ahead and launch a couple applications, see if there's any difference in the user interface and all the animations. So let's go to the app switcher. If you'll notice on 8.3, it seems a little bit smoother. Like on 8.2, it just jumps in there right away. On 8.3, it eases into it. Let me do that again. So there certainly is a little bit of a difference there. I don't know if you guys see it, but I can. You're going to be opening up applications. There's a little bit of a different animation. So that's just about the same. Let's load up the App Store. Looks like on 8.3 it was a little bit quicker. That's a good sign. iTunes Store, a little bit quicker on 8.3. That's great. And that's a noticeable difference. That's like a full second right there. The weather. So again, a little bit faster. I mean, it looks like it's a little bit faster at every single application that I open, and that's amazing. Again, faster on 8.3. So that means, you know, those little seconds, they add up. It might not seem like much, but it certainly is a lot when you use your device a lot. Messages. So again, a little bit faster on 8.3. So that pretty much tells me that animations are a little bit better on 8.3 and things do launch faster on my iPhone 5. That's great. Good sign already. I don't expect the Geekbench to be any different between these two, but let's go ahead and see how they compare. This is the latest version of Geekbench. Let's go ahead and run a processor benchmark. And while this is loading, just wanted to say, those of you that are on 8.1.3 or 8.2, you're not missing out on much. Just kidding. 8.3 is awesome. It has so many nice features. I just feel bad that you guys can't have a jailbreak while being on 8.3, the newest version. Anyways, so we're finishing up now, and wow, it looks like the Geekbench result has actually shrunk from 8.2 to 8.3. There's a 10-point difference in the single core score and an even bigger difference on the multi-core score. So that doesn't really add up because applications are launching faster. Feels like the animations have got tweaked, but the actual score went down, and running the test twice yielded the same results. So with that being said, I wanted to test the Wi-Fi because in the official changelog, Apple did make some improvements to the Wi-Fi and the way it worked under load. So let's go ahead and test if the Wi-Fi speed has changed whatsoever. Now I'm going to run these tests one at a time so they don't interfere with each other. But anyways, starting with 8.2. Well, it looks like iOS 8.2 did well, but I can already see that 8.3 is a little bit better. 8.72 megabits download speed, which is not very noticeable, but stability-wise, there's definitely a difference. When I'm out in my house, it's a little further away from the router. I can tell that 8.3 does a lot better keeping the signal than 8.2 does. Looks like the Wi-Fi speed has improved just a little bit, but it's more the stability that counts. Overall, guys, I gotta say 8.3 is certainly a very good upgrade. 8.2 wasn't that big of an upgrade, but 8.3 certainly is. All of the new features certainly make it an update worth upgrading to. It's faster, Wi-Fi is better, animations are better, it's more stable, you get all those awesome features. So guys, I would recommend you updating, just not if you're waiting for a jailbreak. If you're waiting on a jailbreak, I will have a jailbreak update for you guys tomorrow. There is some new news, and make sure to stay tuned for any other updates that may develop. Check out the 8.3 review video for all of the changes inside, and have a great day, guys. Enjoy the update if you guys have upgraded. Peace.